I used to come on here and want to defend myself. I used to come on here and rant about things that were said about me, things that were talked about me, lies that were spread about me. And at one point I stopped doing it because it was just too much of my energy and it was just a back and forth thing. The only reason I'm coming up right now to say and speak up regarding my situation is because, of course, many of you have seen the video already. There's an accusation being made, and I want to set the record straight. Kid Frost has never sexually assaulted me, ever. I was in a relationship, whether he wants to call it a relationship, a fling, whatever the fuck he wants to call it. I was with Frost for a minute. We did have a miscarriage. I have documentation of that. He was part of my history, of my past. And Tony Alvarez is spreading lies, as usual, as we all know. I do have court documentation that finally was sent to Frost after over a year or so. This was paperwork that I had sent Mindy, the ex-baby mama of the other kids. I guess she never relayed the message. This is court documentation that Tony was trying to blame Frost and say that I've made an allegation against Frost in the past, which I've never have. With that being said, I guess last night was the first time he's seen this paperwork and he was really upset. Again, the only person that I've ever accused of sexual assault was against Antonio Alvarez, which I took him to court. There is a valid police report that I made. If you've been living in LA the last 3 years or so, you know that for a fact no criminal is being charged. All criminals are being led. There's no arrest on any crimes, serious crimes, especially sexual assault cases. And again, no means no. If there's something you didn't consent to, that is sexual assault when it comes to intercourse. Some people are out there just to do nasty shit to get at people. And I truly believe that what was done to me, besides being on a sick level, was done to me to hurt him, which is Frost. But again, this is something that's been going on for years. You guys are just finding out about it because now it's finally being talked about. But anybody knows, whoever's in this little industry thing knows what's up. They know the truth. So again, I feel like I needed to speak up. I might release the documents, I might not, I don't really care. My case is out there. There's a $40,000 judgment on this individual. And if you guys call that a win, then I guess many of you didn't go to elementary school and don't know how to act. But an innocent person isn't forced to pay that much money. And you know what? It is what it is. And again, with that being said, leave Frost out of this. Frost has nothing to do with this. Again, I've never made this allegation about no other man in my entire fucking life, because if not, you would be able to Google it and see. There's only one allegation, which is against Antonio Alvarez. We went to court for it because the criminal system failed me, so I took it to a civil lawsuit. A civil lawsuit, to see transcripts, you need to pay, because everything in America is paid. Pay. So anyone saying, oh no, those documents, blah, 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 no. They haven't been paid for. That's why you guys can't see the transcripts. If you guys were to see the transcripts, you would see how much through the mud Frost's name was thrown because of this other individual. But well, guys won't find out because he refuses to pay those court fees. If you don't believe me, go to your nearest lawyer and ask a simple fucking question and they will answer it for you. The people that are going to believe him are the same type of people that are doing these type of things to women. They don't respect women, they don't care about women, they're out there doing disgusting things, and this is their mentality. Again, whatever. When I went to court, there was no such bill that protected survivors of sexual assault against defamation for speaking up against their abuser. That bill didn't exist when I went to court. This is a new bill that just passed. And I want to make that clear. Only the smart people are going to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. Second of all, I've never made this allegation against anyone else. If I posted something angry about Frost, was because I had just a miscarriage. My hormones were upside down. And I was angry. I was upset. I was hurt. I had a miscarriage and he broke up with me at the same time. So again, I'm only coming on here to defend what was said because I've never made that allegation against Kid Frost. He is part of my past, and anything that I did with him was consensual, 100%. A lot of people saw me with him, so it's not like, oh, it was just a fling here and there, whatever. But whatever he wants to call it, that's on him. But the reason I'm here is just to make sure that he is not dragged into this shit. There is documentation that Tony Alvarez submitted to the courthouse trying to blame Frost, trying to say that I've said this about Frost, which is not true. Again, you want to pay for the dockets, Go online, pay the fee. You can see it yourself. I might release them tonight. I don't know when the fuck I'll do it, or make a video, show you guys documentation. But the people that are already set to believe him are going to believe that monster, the little fuck.